The big news of today, Carnival Cruise Line is once again changing pre-embarkation policies, and it takes effect in just under 2 weeks. Royal Caribbean is also doing something different. They're charging you more money. Tell you what's going on with that. Plus, a historic rocket launch to the moon. It's gonna cause chaos at Port Canaveral in just a couple days. And MSC is set to bring a brand new ship right here to the US of A. Let's roll the intro. Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. I'm your Captain Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. All kinds of things in today's cruise news. It is like a bread and butter episode from way back when I started this channel. So let's not waste any more time. We're talking Carnival Cruise Line. Yeah, these guys. Boom, right there. Just got that medal on board the Carnival Splendor in Alaska for making a sweet shot in the tip jar at the piano bar. Anyways, let's get into Carnival. If you're cruising Carnival on or after September 6th and you don't have a vaccine, you are now able to submit, drumroll please, a self-administered home COVID test. That's right, the ones the federal government sent out, you're able to submit that to cruise on Carnival in just a couple of days from now. Now there are some caveats. Certain destinations will not accept these. The usual suspects, Canada and Bermuda, are going to be on that list, as well as Spain and some other things that there's some minutia. If you're on some longer voyages, for instance, if you're on the transatlantic, on the Pride, or on the Celebration, or on the Splendor, you still have to do a proctored self-test if you're not a vaccinated cruiser. There might be some other details. I'm not super familiar with that, so if you're on any of those cruises, you probably know it. Make sure you check your email and the health and safety protocols on Carnival's website. What did I tell you? It would only be a matter of time till Carnival got jealous of Royal Caribbean's self-test option, and they'd roll it out themselves. Who knew it'd be the next day? All right, our second cruise news story is gonna take us up to the beautiful state of Alaska. Y'all watch my Alaska cruise vlog, right? Check it out, it'll play after this video. Anyways, there's a brand new port expected next year. They haven't even started construction. It's called Klawock, K-L-A-W-O-K? K-L-A-W-O-C-K, and it's supposed to be about 60 miles north of Ketchikan, Alaska. Like I said, it's raw right now. It used to be a logging port, but the first ship is expected in Klawock in May of next year. And speaking of additional options for you in Alaska, you remember that Carnival is bringing over 2 ships from the Costa fleet into the Carnival umbrella, right? Well, the first one, the Luminosa, now is available to book online on Carnival's website. Luminosa will debut in Brisbane, Australia from November 6th through April 13th before embarking on a 22-night Carnival Grand journey all the way over to Seattle. She'll arrive on May the 4th. Star Wars Day, right? May the 4th be with you. So there you go. I am seriously considering making Luminosa my Alaska cruise next year. What about you? Let me know in the comments below. You know what would be fantastic to wear on board your Alaska cruise? And I know this because I wore it on mine. This right here. We're all in the same boat. I got it as a sweet sweatshirt, got a lot of compliments on it. It's available in my Amazon affiliate store. There's a link in the description below and right up there. Check it out, just clicking on the links does support this channel. Less than a week from now, NASA is set to launch a historic rocket that they've been working on for a very long time. It's called Artemis 1, and it's gonna cause some serious problems for cruisers out of Port Canaveral. If this is you, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe set up a tent the night before, 2 nights before out there, right next to the cruise ship, because it's gonna be nuts. There's gonna be 5 ships in Port Canaveral, which totals over 18,000 passengers expected on Monday. And that's gonna be busy enough. Add to it one of the most anticipated rocket launches of this decade. It's gonna be a very, very busy time. Expect closures, massive delays, and hopefully they wait for you on these ships. I'm thinking a lot of these ships are gonna leave late come Monday out of Port Canaveral. Hey Royal Caribbean cruisers, your cruise is about to get more expensive as Royal Caribbean has just announced that the daily gratuities are going up 10%. Count them, all 10 of these fingers are 1%. The current gratuity rate on Royal Caribbean, $14.50 for most rooms, $17.50 for suites. Starting on September 7th, that's gonna go up to $16 for standard cabins and $18.50 for suites. So if you've not prepaid your gratuities for Royal and you wanna save a buck, you might wanna get on your cruise planner before September 7th. And while we're talking about Royal Caribbean, they're making some changes to their future cruise credit program. They've realized that they don't like reissuing future cruise credits all the time when people book cruises and don't use all of their FCC from during the pandemic. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna roll any unused future cruise credit into onboard credit for the next cruise you book using future cruise credit. So if you've got a fair amount, this is your chance to go ahead and get some good onboard spending money. Pretty cool stuff for Royal Caribbean cruisers. And our next cruise news story of the day is taking us to the Mediterranean shipping company, that is. MSC has a brand new ship expected to debut in South Florida in December of this year. She's called the MSC Seascape, and a big milestone has just been reached. That milestone? She completed her sea trials. She's ready to come here to the US of A. Well, almost ready. I'm sure she still has some construction going on inside. Hey, if you made it this far into today's episode, thank you so very much. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the notification bell on and the thumbs up button slammed. Attack that thing. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel today, and until tomorrow, we'll see ya on the Midships. That was a lot of cruise news. This rocket launch is gonna be nuts. Now, a lot of you who watched a long time on this channel know old Captain Corey is a major space nerd. So you better believe I'm gonna be driving out there and unfortunately adding to the congestion around cruise embarkations. The launch takes place between 8 and 10 a.m. Monday morning. If you're in the Central Florida area, I'd encourage you to take a few minutes and look outside, up to the sky, and see a little bit of history going up and over top of your head. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow. To the moon.